What is up, y'all? Y'all already know who it is. This is your boy Q Dog's Truth coming in with a conscious woke video, y'all. I'm sorry, the fucking thing came up on my damn phone. But anyways, y'all, so I was telling you guys that I was gonna finish part 2 and part 3 of my Eve Gene video. So if you guys don't know what the Eve Gene is about, I suggest you guys go check out that part 1 video where I explain everything you need to know about the so-called black woman and how powerful the original goddess of this planet is. Okay, so y'all go check that video out. I'm not gonna explain this shit again. So anyways, today, like I said before, I ended that video and it said to be continued. Today, I'm gonna talk about 3 people that are melanated, that are original beings of this planet, but they pass as a so-called Caucasian people, and one passes as a so-called Oriental person. So today, right now, I want to shout my boy out, Brett Ramosa, or Brett Razor MAA. I want to shout this brother Brett right now. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm telling y'all, bruh, this nigga be dropping a lot of gems, man. And this guy's story is interesting. He is saying that he is a melanated or carbonated person just like me. And he has proof and evidence to back up his claims. And like I was saying, this brother Brett, he drops, I'm telling you guys, y'all should go check his Instagram channel out, because he's about to start dropping a lot of gems and shit. He's about to be starting a Patreon. This boy Brett is about to start a YouTube channel, maybe a Facebook, pt.2. He's gonna start making a podcast of his own. He admitted to me and a few other people, or he said it in his past videos too, that he is a melanated Irish person passing as a so-called Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he has evidence to prove his motherfucking claim. And I'm about to mention another guy that is a melanated person, but passes as a so-called white person. So I'm going to mention Dido. The dude's name is Dido. So I'm going to mention him right now and shout him out. So we like I said, we got a brother named Dido, or y'all can check his stuff out. You know what I'm saying? He's saying the same shit that Brett is saying. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that he's a melanated person, just like just like me. But this is what most people don't understand, and they do not overstand. Most people don't understand and overstand that we as the original beings of this planet, we come in so many different shapes, sizes, skin colors, hair colors, different. Like I said, we come in different shapes. Some of us are like skinny. Some of us are naturally built when we come out the damn womb. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are a little thicker and stalkier. It doesn't matter. But I'm just letting y'all know that the original beings, we as the original beings, we come in different shapes and sizes. You know what I'm saying? We can pass as a so-called white person. We can pass as someone from another race. And this is what most people are saying. This is what most people do not understand. Because nigga, most people have been programmed too. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys the message that Brett sent me, because he was dropping a lot. He was spreading motherfucking knowledge to me. This is the type of knowledge that Brett was giving me. This is what he said. So he said, my girlfriend is type O and is a so-called Caucasian, but she's just like me. And octoroon, it says octoroon. I think it's called an octoroon. Like I said, I don't know how to spell it, but basically, Brett was explaining to me what a octoroon was. He says it's a melanated person passing for a white person. So I was like, yo, what? Oh my God, what is an octoroon? Because I never heard the saying, and I've never heard the word octoroon until he told me about it. An octoroon is a melanated person or a carbonated person, the original being of this planet, passing as a white person. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to just pass as a white person. An octoroon can pass or look like a so-called Caucasian. They can look like an Oriental person, or they can look like an Arab person from Saudi Arabia, Turkey. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all understand my point. And if y'all don't believe what he's saying, because some of these people are gonna be like, "Oh, Brett is just making shit up. He don't know what he talking about, or I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about." Go do your research and go look up what an octoroon is. See, look, since y'all niggas are fucking lazy and don't want to do research, I'll show you what an octoroon is. So anyway, so basically, Google's definition of an octoroon is it is a person who is 1/8 black or so-called black by descendant. So, like I said, y'all can go. Like I said, y'all go do research what an octoroon is. You get what I'm saying? Y'all go do the research. Says what is an octoroon person? They're gonna say is a so-called African or black person, but it says octoroon. It says refers to a person who is of 1/8 African descendant and 7/8 European descendant. I don't know what the fuck that means. You know what I'm saying? Because I've never heard the term octoroon until I just did my research on it. All right. So this is what an octoroon is, and like I said, this is the definition of one. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, y'all can go do the research and all this other shit on it. I'm not gonna do the research for you guys, okay? But basically, like I said, I can't find a lot of information about an octoroon because, like I said, you already know how Google, how YouTube is, how these big ass websites are. Because nigga, Google likes to shadow ban a lot of information. Like I said, I've been telling you that Google does shadow ban a lot of information because nigga, they don't want certain type of information that scares them, these elites, to come out. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, there's one more person I want to mention or I want to shout out in this video. Her name is Mela Costa. I think her name is Mela Costa. And I guess and basically Mela Costa is a woman, or she's a Bangladeshi woman, or she's a woman from Bangladesh, but she passes as a or she would look like a so-called Oriental person. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can, this is the pictures of her. But like I said, and actually when I asked her, I was like, "Oh, what blood type are you?" She was saying that she has type O blood. But see, the thing is, she looks like a so-called Asian or Oriental person, and she's telling me that she's got type O blood. And if y'all niggas don't believe what the fuck I'm saying, I will show you the motherfucking proof and evidence, nigga. So this is the conversation that I had with her, because I replied to her story and everything, and this is what I said. I said, what? You have type O blood, so that means your original person is of this planet, and you have no rhesus monkey blood. So let me try to explain what the fuck I meant by that. So people who have type A blood and people who have type O blood, because I'm gonna tell you something. My mother has type A blood, or type A blood that represents alkaline, or that's alkaline. And my father, he has type O blood. And what I found out was my mom told me is I took after more of my father's genetics. So that means I have type O blood. That means I'm an organic being of this planet, and that means I don't have rhesus monkey blood. And anyone else who doesn't have either type A blood or type O blood, or if you have any other blood type besides type A blood and type O blood, I'm not trying to sound racist or offensive to people, but I'm just going to fucking say it if you like the truth or not. The truth don't care about your feelings. But anybody who doesn't have type A and type O blood, you have the RH factor. That means you have rhesus monkey blood. And what do I mean by you have rhesus monkey blood? That means you have animal genetics that are in your DNA. Because like I said, there's certain types of people that have animal genetics, that have, animal DNA that mixed with all types of stuff. I can't talk a lot about it because YouTube might try to bring down my video. so I'm not gonna say it. What the fuck I really want to say. But yeah, most people have so-called animal genetics, and I explained to her what that means. What I meant by she has type O blood, or she's telling me she had type O blood, and she's saying like, how I didn't know that. Then I was giving her a lot. I was dropping some gems to her. You know what I'm saying? Since she didn't know some of this type of information, I was just trying to spread knowledge to her so I could wake her up. You know what I'm saying? Then she's saying like, good to know that, dude. And I was explaining basically down here. I was explaining that the original beings of this plant come in different shapes and sizes, and I told her to check Brett out. You know what I'm saying? Because I was saying he spreads all types of knowledge and everything. All right, y'all. So just to make this message short, this is what I'm gonna say, and this is a question that I'm gonna just say, bro, because I want to know. And you know what I'm saying, Brett, the guy Brett I mentioned on Instagram, the first guy I mentioned was Brett. He's saying the same shit too. And my question is why the fuck do these niggas? It doesn't matter if you part of the so-called conscious community. It doesn't matter if you're a random individual. It doesn't matter if it's society in general. But why the fuck do they want us to focus on the color of somebody's skin or how a person looks like just to determine who the fuck they really are? Like, what kind of goddamn sense does that make? What, like, my question is, why the fuck do they want us to focus on somebody's skin color so much? You know what I'm saying? Because like I was saying, you have people like Dito and Brett telling people who the fuck they really are as a person because they have knowledge of their own damn selves. I don't have knowledge of myself yet, but I'm gonna get to that point one day. All right, y'all. But all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas have been programmed by the fucking TV. They're listening to regurgitated shit these so-called conscious people tell them, like Remedy H, Isis Wisdom, etc. Like, who the fuck do these niggas think they are to automatically think it's okay to pass down their criticism? They think it's okay to pass down, you know, their judgment on somebody that they don't even fucking know, just because just because he doesn't look like a melanated being. You know what I'm saying? Just because he doesn't look like a certain person, or he doesn't have a certain type of appearance. Like, this is what niggas really are doing. Like, most people in this conscious community, like I told you guys about Brett, Dito, and Melna, or that girl from Bangladesh. Automatically, niggas in this conscious community or society in general will judge them because they don't look like a certain way. Like I was talking about Brett. Like I was saying, people were criticizing Brett because he said that he was a melanated Irish person, because he said that he wasn't the original being of this planet. People were saying that, oh, you're not an original being of this planet because you don't have kinky hair, or they're saying that that Brett was not an original being of this planet because he looks like a white person, because he looks like he got pale skin and all this other regurgitated bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is, they don't know nothing about this nigga. And like I was saying, this nigga was telling them who the fuck he really is. And let me just say this: just because a melanated person looks like a Caucasian, an Asian, and an Arab person, does not mean that they're not melanated, or that they're not an original being of this planet. Because I told y'all that the original beings of this planet come in different shapes and sizes. Let me tell you one thing that is unique about Brett, even though he looks like a so-called Caucasian. Explain this to me. Do Caucasians have green veins like black people? So-called black people? No, they don't. So what if he is not a white person? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that white people, or so-called Caucasians, Asians, and Arabs, they have blue veins, not green veins. And they don't have skin that looks golden and green. So, you know what I'm saying? Some of these, like I said, some of these niggas don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why the fuck they want that society wants us to criticize somebody just because they look, just because of the color of their skin, or just because they look like this or that person. You know what I'm saying? I already know that society wants to cause fucking division between the masses, and this is what some of these people are doing in the so-called conscious community, or just in general. You know what I'm saying? People just doing straight up stupid shit. And yeah, I was saying that the original beings, like I said, I'm gonna say this one more time, that the original beings come in so many different shapes and sizes. And I'm gonna tell you one other thing that Remedy H said. So I know we were talking. So basically, he's trying to give me a description. He's saying, "Oh, the original beings of this planet, they only have kinky hair. They only have the big noses. You know what I'm saying? They only have, you know what I'm saying, the kinky hair. They're only dark. They only have they only have a certain type of skin pigmentation. You know what I'm saying? All this other shit that he was trying to tell me." And I asked him, I was like, well, like I said, since you say that the so-called original beings of this planet only have kinky hair, I asked him, I was like, what about the Dravidians, or the people in East India, you know, Burma, Indonesia, Nepal, that type of area, like Burma, Sri Lanka, or Sri Lanka. I can't fucking spell the language right now. And then the nigga want to get all snappy with me. You see, like, those are not our people. They were saying, like, they have. He was saying, they have animal fur. They have this. They have that. And like I said, the nigga want to get snappy with me because I asked him, I was like, what about the people in fucking East India, them East Indians and shit? And he's like, oh yeah, they're not our people. And like I told this nigga, I was like, bro, you need to chill the fuck out and calm down. Cause nigga, you done lost your motherfucking mind. Then I asked him, I was saying like, since you say that that so-called black people only have kinky hair, when that is not even true at all. I've seen so-called black people, the original beings of this planet, that have wavy hair, they have curly hair, they have straight hair, all different types of hair colors and shit. And I told him about my motherfucking lineage, and I told him a little bit of the history about my mom's side of the family. And I told him about my great aunt that passed away, unfortunately, like 8 or 9 years ago. And I told him about my great uncle, and I told Remedy H about my auntie that is still alive. My great uncle, my great uncle that I never met, and my great aunt have passed away. They both passed away. So I gave him a description. I was like, oh, my Aunt Dee Dee had straight hair. She had like I said, she had a pointed nose. You get what I'm saying? And so did my great uncle. My great uncle had red skin. He had natural straight hair. And so did my great aunt. But the only difference was my great aunt was lighter skinned than my great uncle. So I was telling him about my auntie from Detroit. And I was saying, oh yeah, she's got natural straight hair and shit. So let me just get to my point. I was saying, like, are you gonna automatically say that my aunties and my great uncle is not an original, is not an organic being of this planet just because they don't have fucking kinky hair, or just because they don't have certain type of nose? Like, you get what I'm saying? This nigga Remedy H really don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And I don't give a fuck who getting at. He really doesn't. He's just saying the same regurgitate. This nigga really think he has all of the answers. Cause I've seen his little slick ass mention me in one of his motherfucking videos talking about so-called black people only care about the Saxtons or white people and all this other shit. I've seen that motherfucking video. And you know what the nigga did, bro? He fucking refused to answer my question. He was like, he didn't even say shit when I asked him that question. He was like, he didn't say shit, bro. He just saw my messages. Like, he was saying some other shit and ignored my motherfucking question. So I'm like, okay, this nigga needs to be working at a circus as a fucking clown, cause this nigga don't know shit. This nigga really thinks he's got all the motherfucking answers. And this nigga really, just cause this nigga claimed he's SEMA and all this other shit, He think he knows every fucking thing when he fucking doesn't, bro. Like Remedy, you're not fucking God. You're not the fucking creator, so you don't know every damn thing. What you need to do is sit your ass. You need to go sit your ass down somewhere, bro. Cause I know you want to mention my baby. He was like, "Oh, you removed me from the group chat," and I did it for a fucking reason, nigga. Cause when you was raising your motherfucking voice at me, nigga, your energy was low as fuck. That's why I fucking removed your bitch ass, nigga. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Make a part 3 video too, because I'm not fucking done explaining my fucking self. So yeah. All right, y'all be safe. Make sure y'all share this video, and I'm gonna be making a part 3 soon. Peace.